Welcome back to March Sadness. Today's criteria is an album that is pure pop punk, and that is Waster's album, Red, Green, or In Between. I don't think Waster is getting a shot to reach their full potential. There are signs that this is self-imposed due to struggles internally with band members, but it also seems that Waster is plagued with just rotten luck. They had to change the spelling of their band. They were originally signed with No Sleep Records. They were signed with Hopeless Records. I've never read anything about Waster butting heads with their label, but bands in the past have had issues with these labels, so I wonder if that had anything to do with the struggles that Waster has gone through. But most of all, Waster can't seem to shake comparisons to a much more successful band that admittedly sounds a little bit like them, Neck Deep. Although I did mention in my 2023 roundup that I think I like Waster's catalog as a whole a little bit more than Neck Deep's at this point in time. But while Neck Deep are sure to be remembered as the biggest pop punk band post Blink-182, Waster seem doomed to be slowly forgotten. That breaks my heart because I think Waster has put out some very strong albums. So today I want to reminisce about an album that is undoubtedly pop punk, and that is their debut LP, Red, Green, or In Between. This followed up their much more aggressive debut, Screwed, and on Red, Green, or In Between, Sammy's vocals are at a much higher register. I mean, listen to them here on South Drive. Compare that to Eastbound and Down. Personally, I prefer the vocals on Screwed, but don't want to spend any more time than that complaining about it. So Waster writes songs for the technically adult, mildly aware that they should be doing more with their life, bemoaning doomed relationships, drinking too much, partying too much, and feeling like they're not able to get themselves together. Waster is singing about the crushing weight of mediocrity. I think Waster really nails what Blink-182 is famous for, the nursery rhymes on drugs approach, and some of these choruses can go toe-to-toe with Blink in terms of catchiness. As a bonus, Waster embraces being a pop-punk band and aren't ashamed of their roots and status in the scene. To me, this record feels as if it's divided in two. The front half is the party, the back half is the aftermath and the come down. The party side is much stronger in my opinion. Footprints, Eastbound and Down, Lonely Smiles, Nail in the Casket are some of the best pop punk songs of the 2010s. Side B is still really strong though. I love the closing thoughts of Sammy questioning his self-worth. Even if some of this album falls into the tired, complaining about getting dumped category, most of Red, Green, or In Between is introspective and authentic in a way that similar sounding albums just aren't. If you haven't listened to this album in a while, if you haven't listened to Waster in a while, they just put out a new record, but you should revisit Red, Green, or In Between. Thank you for joining me in this quick episode of March Sadness. What is your pick for today's March Sadness installment? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Post a photo of it on Instagram and tag me. I'll be giving something away to a random follower.